All right, ladies and gents, welcome. I wanted to talk a little bit about the cabinet build, and the cabinet doors specifically, because those were challenging in many respects because of what I decided to do. So when I first decided to build these doors, I went with a 1:1 scale drawing, if you will, just so I knew what I was looking for. I don't like the standard shaker cabinet door look that you get in most cabinets. While structurally sound and quite better than the design I went with, it just has a very old school look, and I wanted a 45-degree cut for no reason at all but aesthetics. But with that comes the challenge of structural rigidity and how I was going to go about that. And I thought about this a lot. I thought about doing splines in the center of the miters. I thought about doing half lap joints. I thought about doing bow ties, which I ended up buying a kit for. But ultimately I decided on pocket holes. And why pocket holes? And some of you are kind of rolling your eyes at pocket holes that are looked down upon in the woodworking world. Speed. Ultimately, this project ended up taking off and on about 2 months, and that also includes the fact that I had to heal my finger from it chopping off. Story for another day if you don't follow me on Instagram. And those of you that follow on Instagram kind of saw the time this took me. It took me quite a bit more than I was expecting it to. So when I started doing this, I decided miters was the way to go, and pocket holes would have given me a little bit of reinforcement. How much so? I don't know. And ultimately for me, this project was a testing ground, because this is a test for a future project in the kitchen. So I need to get this built and up and running and put it through its paces so that I can see where my errors are and what I need to do to change it for something else in the future. So when it started, I wanted really nice miters, and with that came trying to get clean miters, and I figured hand sawing would work. But I'm not a huge hand tool guy, and this really took a long time to do one. And doing this for 8 cuts would have taken me forever. I ended up investing a little bit of money on a Ryobi saw, my pups, and while the Ryobi saw gave me okay results, it wasn't great. The blade I think is super dull. I've since then replaced the blade and I seem like I get better results, but this blade was just giving me super inconsistent miters, and they just were not clean enough. They required far too much work in order for me to get these to work. And also the capacity of the saw was quite less than the 4-inch piece of board I had, so ultimately it just didn't match. And you kind of see that here. I mean, while this one looks okay, it doesn't, it's hard to see really that I would need far more. And maybe you can see it a little bit there, but ultimately I decided in the second door I went with just a regular carpentry square, and then just use a circular saw and with a really good blade, and it was far better. You'll see kind of like the pocket hole situation there, and also how I used a sled to cut the 45-degree divider. But the rest of it's fairly straightforward and self-explanatory. I'll let you guys kind of enjoy that on your own, and you'll kind of hopefully, I don't know, pick up a tip or two or see how I did, and then later on in the comments say, oh, that wasn't right. Pocket holes aren't that good. So yesterday I was complaining about, hold on. We're straight now. Anyways, yesterday I was complaining about the miter saw is not that good. As you saw, I was using the, I'm looking tore up. As you saw, I was using the circular saw, and check this out. So much cleaner. Far cleaner. This is gonna require far less prep work. So much less prep work. Look at that, that's nearly perfect 45. I just got that saw, circular saw, going over there. I'll probably get rid of it. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I've been using it now for a while now, no major issues to report. But there are things that I would improve upon, and I think if I were to do this again, I think I could probably do it about half the time. Overall, it's a fun project. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the results, and it's got a very chunky, kind of maybe modern look to it. So I'll have to keep you guys updated. But if you guys are more into the nitty gritty, I tried really hard to kind of condense this video down, but if you're more into the nitty gritty of like where the mistakes are, what I would improve, what I wouldn't improve, or just overall tips on how to maybe do it or what I would have changed, let me know. But that's it. Turned out pretty good. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?